like weirder stuff. Like we've almost been in a fight with
Oh
someone.
wow.
Yeah.
They just didn't like what you guys were playing, or they just being
Turn it
just
off!
jerks.
Yeah, like
Turn it off!
what happened was like we were
Just a spark and we're off the ground. I'm leaving this
Right, yeah.
So I'm Adam. This is our podcast. That's Kendall.
I'm Kendall.
I'm John.
and I'm Spazimir.
Awesome. So John, you're the lead singer, right?
Yeah.
Hell
So yeah, if you guys want to, introduce yourselves, the band and everything.
So we're Minority 905. I'm the lead singer and guitarist. We're a pop punk band from Mississauga, Ontario, which is, like I said, right outside Toronto. And yeah, we've been doing YouTube for about 5.5 years now.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw you guys had like hella videos on YouTube. It's
Mhm,
insane
yeah.
how much content you guys put out.
Yeah, and
Weekly content.
yeah, weekly.
A weekly. Okay. How many? Like a video a week, or what is your guys usually goal? Like weekly? How many videos?
Yeah, I would say at least one video a week. That's usually kind of like, from what I've seen, how other music channels operate. Like I know gaming channels and stuff, it's kind of like every day there's a new video, but for music, I think like the normal is like at least like once a week.
Once a week. Okay. Yeah, so I could see that. Yeah, like you said, with gaming and stuff, I feel like it probably same with like podcasting stuff. Like it's always good to have that content and stuff like that extra, bring more people in, and and probably with gaming, you're most likely streamers, they do it almost every day, it seems like.
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
that's crazy.
That's
Playing that
crazy.
much games.
It's like I try to play games like that, but I don't know, like turning it into a job, if it'll make it like diminish. So I'm a little nervous. I don't want to lose that love for video games. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
definitely want to keep it where it's at. But something I might dabble in. But yeah, definitely, that's awesome. Going into it, how did you guys? Because you said you've been on for about 5 years now. Like, when did you guys like? Is music something you guys have been always doing throughout life, or it just kind of started like picked it up maybe in like high school or something like that?
I think I started playing music around like grade 7, so I was like 12. I'm not sure about Spaz.
Yeah, I picked up drumming. I was in middle school, probably around 12, 11 as well. Used to play in this sort of marching band
Okay.
back in Bulgaria. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
rad.
So it kind of just got me hooked to learn more and more. And like from then, I just wanted to be a drummer.
The drummer? Oh, nice. So were you doing
So-
like percussion and stuff like that, or like when
Yeah.
in band or anything? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I went through like a bunch of instruments. I did the whole cymbal thing where you like clap them together.
Cool.
Like the thing where you have a drum on your shoulders and you like play it
Okay.
and stuff. Yeah, I've done all of that.
Ooh, nice. So, believe it or not, I played the trumpet for a little bit. Middle
Hey,
school
trumpet
band.
gang.
I was on the
Hey.
trumpet.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I don't regret not keeping up with it, but I was like, I wasn't bad. I'm surprised. I don't know why I stopped. I think once I found out in high school you didn't have to do band anymore, I was like, nope, I'm out of here.
Yo,
Yeah.
same. I was just like, no, thank you. I did the trumpet thing. I wanted to play bass, but my parents were like, that's Satan. You're going to jail if you play bass. So
Gosh.
play the trumpet.
It's just
Yeah,
straight to jail.
I've tried playing trumpet. I've tried like making a sound on a trumpet. It's hard. You gotta like do it so specifically.
Right.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's-
So going back to Bulgaria. So why'd you move to Canada?
Well, we had some family here already living, and basically my parents just decided to try to move to Canada because it's a better place to, get an education and get a job and, more opportunities and that kind of stuff.
Okay. So is where's like Bulgaria nearby? Like what other countries?
It's near the Black Sea, and then that's around Greece and Turkey and Serbia, Romania,
Okay.
Eastern Europe, East Europe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been around like Central Europe a lot, like Italy, Hungary, Croatia. I've
Yeah,
never ventured down.
when you start going to Eastern Europe, it becomes more disorganized and more poor and just a bit more shady.
Yeah, I've not traveled a lot. What about you, John? Anywhere outside of like Canada and stuff? Have you traveled or?
Yeah, like I'm actually originally from Philippines, so I moved
Okay.
Oh,
here
sick.
when I was 8. Um, but I have family in California too. So like the first place that I went to after leaving Philippines was actually San Diego or LA, sorry. So I was there for about a month and then I moved here to Canada. We like to travel a lot, like my family and I. So I think in the US we've been to like Virginia, New York, Chicago, Boston, like pretty much like everywhere except like I haven't really been to like Texas and stuff or Seattle, like that kind of area.
Yeah, so I've never been to Texas either. I'm like when it comes to the U.S., there's like a few states I've been to. I'm like, gee, I need to travel more.
Yeah. Like I've been to like most of the cities that are like kind of close by to Canada. So yeah, like New York and stuff.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
that's pretty dope. Would you do you see yourself ever like moving out of Canada or like in the near future or anything, or just kind of it's
Uh,
home now?
I'd like to stay here
Stick
personally.
here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would like to visit at least like Toronto and stuff, but I'm sure there's more. But at least to see Canada, I'm down for that to travel.
Yeah.
Do you guys like follow the comedy scene in Toronto?
Not really. I don't
Not
know
that much.
Stazos.
No.
Name some comedians I might have heard.
Like Tim Dillon, Mark Norman. I actually just saw him last night at the Funny Bone. Like Joe Rogan, pretty much
Joe
like
Rogan.
all the LA comics,
Mm-hmm.
like Annie Letterman.
I think I only know Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Do,
same.
do you guys listen to his podcast?
I've
Sometimes.
seen like clips of it. Like I've never listened to like a full episode of it.
Sometimes if people that I like are on it, like, like pop punk people or just like people that I actually know who they are.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think like Tom DeLonge was on it at one point.
Oh yeah.
I might have seen like a little bit of that.
Talking
Tom
about
was on.
aliens
Yeah.
Yeah.
to the
Tom
to
was
the,
on.
wait,
I
to the
think Travis was
stars.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Travis Barker. But speaking of pop punk bands, what's some like pop punk bands you guys enjoy or like actually like inspired you to get to where you're at today? Or I'm kind of both of you guys. Sorry, open question for
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
I think for me, like to start out, like Green Day was kind of like the first band that got me into it, and then I started discovering more bands. All Time Low is probably my favorite right now, like
Woo!
out of like this kind of generation. Paramore also. Out of like the new generation, I like State Champs, Neck Deep, with Confidence, um, a little bit of Stand Atlantic too.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, same for me. Mostly Green Day, Blink, The Offspring was like the earlier ones, and then more recently it's been like Neck Deep, Story So Far, State Champs, Knuckle Puck, and just other bands currently that are still making pop punk.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you guys like the 1975? Have you heard of them or?
I've heard of them, but I haven't really listened to them, so
Listened to
I'm
them.
not really
Okay.
I'm not familiar with their music.
Their music.
They're
I'll
more
say that.
indie, right?
Like pop punk. They're like yeah, I guess they do some indie stuff too. But I'll say that's who I've been listening to. But what's cool is Green Day is actually so we have a festival out here in Las Vegas. Life is Beautiful, and Green Day is the headliner. So it's
Oh.
like one of like the first festivals, or I don't know any other festivals this year, especially with like COVID and everything. So it was interesting interesting to see them as the headliner for this festival coming up. So
Nice.
When's that?
that's in September, like mid-September, around there. So yeah, they're so far they already released tickets, and tickets sold out like that, like very
Yeah. Oh,
quick. Yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna do another sale of tickets, but it's just interesting to me because they're like going full like force on this thing. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how the end of this
Reopen.
year goes. Yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to see them last year if COVID didn't happen. Like there's that tour with them, Fall Out Boy and Weezer, that we had
Oh
tickets
yeah,
to.
hell yeah.
But yeah, it didn't happen.
Dude, that tour was stacked. I was so pumped for that tour. Like I
Yeah.
saw a Green Day like 2 years ago when I was
Mhm.
in Hungary,
Yeah.
and dude, their performance is amazing. Like even if you don't like Green Day, you're gonna be like, they just blew my mind. They had
Yeah,
like
for
people
sure.
come on the stage to play. Like it's such they're such performers.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yes, I saw Fall Out Boy. I want to say 2 years ago, and it was with when they were on tour with Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting show. So he opened up with for them. But I don't know, just seeing Fall Out Boy, because like I grew up on Fall Out Boy, so like to see them for the first time, it was just like relive so many like childhood memories. I don't know, it was just a dope concert. Fall Out Boy's been one of my faves for sure.
I would love to see Fall Out Boy. I've never seen them live.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, they put on
Oh,
a
really?
good show.
No.
Very like interactive with the crowd too, so that was cool. Yeah, like they had like separate stages, so I was kind of like, I was pretty close. I wasn't on the floor, but I was like the closest in the stands you can get to the floor. And they had this like stretched out stage, and then later in the show they had this separate stage that like lifted up into the air, and they're like playing like right next to me, and I was just like, oh my god.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool. So yeah, definitely, hopefully when stuff starts opening up, like you guys get a chance to see them. It's a good
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. And same with My Chemical Romance. I was supposed to see him for the third time last year. I don't know. Do you guys like
I have
vibe with My
tickets.
Chemical Romance?
Yeah.
I had tickets for that show. Also.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. What date?
I don't know. It was supposed to be what, September or August or something. Yeah, around there.
What city?
Like here in Toronto.
Oh,
They
sick.
they were supposed to play. I think it's still supposed to happen. It's just we don't know when.
Yeah, so for me, I had the Denver date, and it's October 1st that they 2021. It's about to be stacked.
Oh
So
yeah,
is
I
that
can't
gonna
wait.
happen? Like it's
What's
going
up?
on. Like is it gonna happen?
I
Like,
think so,
didn't
yeah.
get oh, okay.
I think everything's opening up by like July. I think everything's going back to normal. We're gonna have shows, festivals, raves, orgies. Everything's going back to normal.
Yeah, for us it's not looking good. Like where we live, like we've been on lockdown for like a pretty long time still.
Still?
Yeah, like it
Yeah.
started again like in November. Like they put us back in lockdown, like our region specifically, us in Toronto. So yeah, we haven't really gotten anything. Like I haven't had a haircut since like July or something. I always have to freaking wear this
I'm
headband
right there
because
with
it's in
you,
my
man.
face. Yeah.
I
think
mean,
the last-
we are in lockdown, but if you go to Toronto, people are like walking outside on the street, no masks or anything. So it's kind of like
Wow.
we are, but we're also not.
It's
Wow.
weird. It's weird because
Fuck the
like
popo.
there's different like color for like different regions. So like say like I can travel like 20 minutes down and then it won't be locked down where that region is, but like where I live specifically, it's gray, which is locked down.
Right. Oof. How's the vaccines out there? Is that available to you guys right now as well, or like for the COVID-19 shots and stuff?
I believe we just started getting them, but they're kind of they're doing it on like the older people first.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of here, yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Older first. Yeah, and then they just came out. I think Johnson and Johnson's just came out, so like the single shot instead of too. So
Yeah.
but we'll
Oh,
see
man.
how that goes. Yeah.
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 Are you guys gonna get the shot? Are you guys going for the
Uh,
plunge?
I will see how it goes first when
That's where
a
I'm
few
at.
people take it.
Yeah, I'll just see what happens, I guess. I just want to go outside.
Right
Same.
at this point.
Yeah, because the air is death right now. If you go
Mhm.
outside, you get COVID.
I know.
It's gnarly.
But since you guys, and like I said, open question for both you guys. Since it is like lockdown and right now, what do you guys do to kind of stay sane in lockdown or like kind of pass the day by?
Mm, Like I watch a
I
lot
started
of TV.
Watch a lot of TV.
I
Okay,
started reading again, just books.
Oh damn.
that's
I've
what I
been
want to
reading
do.
I've been reading like Stephen King and I've been catching up on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which seasons you make it to, or how far in do you think?
So I mean basically I finished the whole show, but I'm reading the books as
Oh,
well.
reading books. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because I know that the books are going to be different than the show, and I am just just like hoping for the best that they come out in the next few years.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of Game of Thrones, the writer, he just signed a deal with HBO, like a huge contract, like a 6-year contract.
For
Oh,
what? To
maybe
do
they're
what?
they're gonna do some sort of spin-off show or something.
Oh, maybe.
I heard of spin-off show they're gonna do. I think I've been seeing headlines for that. And then there's another book, right? Did he already release it, or is that like the one everyone's waiting for?
We're still waiting. There's 2 more books apparently, but it's been taking forever.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a long time, like a few years, I believe, right? It's everyone's been kind of waiting.
Yeah, with every book that he released, the time between the books has gotten longer and longer, and now it's been like 10 years or more.
Oh,
He's, he's probably just rolling in the HBO money right now. He's like, I
Probably.
could,
Hell yeah.
I could wait.
So I
But
guess it was an 8-figure deal for the
okay,
next
yeah,
5 years.
It
that
must have been.
HBO
Money.
Yeah.
It must have been.
But John, you said you like watch a lot of TV, right? I think I heard.
Yeah.
Any shows in specific you been kind of watching, or
yeah. I've been watching a lot of like Netflix shows. I like Cobra Kai a lot. That would be my favorite right now. I watched that like twice actually. I finished it once and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go through it again.
ooh,
So,
that good, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I did that show. I watched a few like Korean dramas,
The
some anime, Attack on Titan right now.
Oh yeah,
AOT for the
Yeah.
win.
I'm watching it too.
I was watching. I don't know if you guys know the show. Shokugeki is Food Wars.
Oh, Food
I-
Wars.
I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've seen the first few seasons.
Yeah, so I just finished that.
Okay, I tried one episode, and I was like watching it downstairs in like our family area,
Ooh,
and I didn't
Oh,
know
boy.
how the show was.
Oh yeah, that man.
So I was
it
like,
so
try
fun.
the first few. My sister's like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "Oh shit!" Like trying to turn off the TV.
Yeah, it was a funny
Yeah.
show.
Haven't watched it since. Yeah.
Parents
no,
would be very confused to see that show.
Right.
Like what happened? Like nudity or like just violence or
It's like the
Yeah.
closest to nudity you could get, I
Yeah,
guess.
like they have like
Just
fantasies
exits.
when they eat the food, like and their
Yeah.
clothes come off and stuff.
Yeah,
Funny.
it's like imagine a food gasm every time
Yeah,
they eat
food
food.
gasm.
Yeah.
They have this like euphoric sort of feeling, and it's like it's like all drawn on the screen.
On the screen, yeah. It's like legit food
Hilarious.
porn, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
legitimate food porn.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But yeah, it's funny. I was just
It's
like,
funny.
oh, wasn't what I was expecting.
But the storyline actually got good though. Like it was actually pretty like intense.
Yeah,
towards
it's all
the end.
right.
Yeah, I'll give it another go. I know My Hero. I don't know if you guys watched that.
Yeah, I watched that
the
too.
new season started yesterday, I think, right?
Oh, did it start already?
Nice,
Yeah, I watched it. Pretty good episode. Looks like the future looks good, so
nice.
I'm excited for that. Yeah, sorry I had to nerd out a little bit. Once you hear anime, it's like
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys
I'll
watch
just excuse
Better Call
myself.
Saul?
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I watched Breaking Bad. I haven't watched Better Call Saul yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Is
just
it pretty
finished
good?
season 5. Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
okay.
good. Like it's picked up a lot. So like a lot of the characters are kind of like entering Better Call Saul too from Breaking Bad.
From
I've
Breaking
been
Bad.
wanting to try it out. I've seen the first episode, I think, and it was kind of let down a bit, but I've heard that it gets much better. So
Yeah.
Okay. He's in a movie coming out called Nobody or something like that. And it's
I
like a
saw something
John
like
Wick
that.
style like action movie.
Oh really?
Oh,
And it's funny
yeah.
because I'm like, that's Saul. Like, I don't know. Maybe it would be cool. I'm down to watch it. I'm always down for an action movie.
he was also in The Office for a few episodes too.
Yep. He's
funny.
obvious.
Yeah.
He's all around kind of guy. Yeah, he's pretty fun. I like his character Saul. I think he does that perfect.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
definitely him.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd heard you said you watch some like K dramas. Do you listen to like K-pop? I did notice some posters in the background.
yeah,
I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I like Blackpink. Yeah, so
Blackpink. Yeah.
I haven't really listened to like that much other K-pop bands. I like Blackpink and BTS.
And BTS. I would say same. My sisters love BTS, so like that's how I started listening to them. But it was cool. Blackpink was actually at Coachella one year. I don't know if it's 2019 or the earlier one, but
That would have been
it's like
19. Yeah.
in 19, right? Yeah, it's just cool seeing like these band how popular they are out here in like different countries like the US and Canada. I don't know how big the scene is in Canada and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
pretty
cool seeing that. Yeah, like they're like loved out here.
Yeah, I got to
They
see
make
them
good
actually
music.
in Canada once.
Oh,
And I was supposed to see BTS last year with my sister, but yeah, that one got rescheduled too.
yeah. My sister bought it was like some like package thing you get, and like she spent like a lot of money, and she was very upset when like COVID and everything was like, this was my chance. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know I'm sure it's hard to see him or like expensive, very expensive. So
Yeah.
good band, good band. What about you, Spaz? Any K-pop groups you like or?
Only the stuff that John has shown me. So Blackpink and BTS. That's pretty much all I know.
Yeah.
What about you, Adam? You in the
Oh, no,
K-pop scene, dude?
No, I never got into that stuff. I like Korean food. I mean,
Hey, same.
Food, yeah. Yeah, we have a spot out here. I mean, it's called Belly Bombs or something like that, and it's like Korean inspired. So it's just like chicken sandwiches kind of type thing, but it's like Korean fried, so that extra crisp.
Damn, sounds good.
ooh,
It's
Nice.
pretty bomb, yeah. So I've hit them up a couple times. I was like, this is the way. This is the way to
Sounds
go.
good.
But that's definitely cool. How's it been with your guys' band, like being in quarantine and stuff, just like kind of like this Skype calls basically, or like how do you guys really like kind of keep in touch and stuff?
Yeah, like either calls or just messages. We
Sure.
haven't gotten to jam with each other in a really long time. I think the last time we played together was when we were shooting our music video. That was in October, so we haven't played together since then.
damn.
Was
Yeah.
that the was it I was kind of like looking at your guys' page a little bit. Is it Holiday 2020? Is that what it's called? Or
No, that was the
right?
one before. So
Oh.
that one we did like completely in quarantine, like with our fans, like so they were in the video too.
Oh,
And then we did like an actual music video for another original song, "Dancing with You," in October.
cool.
So that was the
yeah.
last one.
Have you guys did any like festivals or like live concerts?
Yeah, we've played a lot of shows like in just around Toronto and stuff. But have you played in a festival? No, like I guess
I mean,
not really.
not really. There's one here in Mississauga, at the square here at the
Oh,
the
yeah.
center. We played it one time. It was pretty good, but
Yeah.
mostly we play like bars and like small venues.
Yeah,
Okay,
Hell yeah,
that's dope.
dude!
Um,
I miss live music so fucking much.
Oh, same.
Like,
yeah.
Same.
dude, every time I watch like a Reels or a TikTok, it just takes me back and it just makes me feel so emotional. Like, dude, I want live music. I want to rave. I want to mosh. I
Same.
want to feel, art.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm super stoked about. I think Neck Deep is supposed to happen this year, close to the end of the year. I'm super stoked for that. I'm gonna mosh. I'm gonna crowd surf. I'm gonna do everything.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Take your
unleash
shirt
everything
off,
that's
your
been
shoes.
cooped up.
Oh yeah.
So it's time to leave. That's why when they announced the Life is Beautiful festival out here, it's like, I don't know, part of me is like, man, it's been so long, like being somewhere at a show. I don't know. And then I also kind of like got nervous. I was like, ooh, I don't know, like if I'm
Yeah.
ready to be around like that many people. But no, yeah, definitely. I definitely want to get back, hopefully soon. But that's cool. You were talking about your music video that you shot with the fans and stuff. How was that, like setting that up?
So we made a video on YouTube just like announcing that we want to make a music video with the fans. They can email us if they want to be in it, and then uh, they'll be able to listen to the song early because it was kind of like you have to play along to the song. Yeah, I was pretty surprised that like so many people messaged us. I was hoping like, oh, maybe we can have like 10 people maybe message us and we can make this thing work. But we got like way more than that, so I was
Yeah.
happy with that.
That's
Hell yeah.
awesome. Did you guys still like kind of want to limit it, or like you're just pretty much let everyone who emailed back or responded back into the music video?
I think almost everybody made it in to the video. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
like 60-ish, 70 people.
That
Okay.
dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot of
That
people.
is
Yeah.
so
Oh.
much.
Yeah.
Like to edit too. Like that is
Yeah.
a lot of submissions.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like everyone got like a scene, like a few seconds, and you got to move on to the next one.
Oh wow. Okay, so like people just kind of sent like a short clip or something in to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yeah, like a minute, or like some send in the whole song, and we just to take a portion of it.
Just cut it.
Yeah.
Shout out. Okay.
That's rad.
That's
So-
pretty dope.
I guess when did you guys like start your band? Like, was it 5 years ago, or did you just do starting the YouTube channel 5 years ago?
Yeah, so we started a little bit before the YouTube channel. We started like 2013 and we started the YouTube channel like towards the end of 2015.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, and you just kind of like, did you guys come out with the EP first, or did you guys just go straight to a single, or did you do like a whole album? Like
We
how?
released an EP in 2014. So basically like we created the YouTube channel because we were getting live shows, but like usually at the live shows, since we were a new band, like we didn't get a really good slot. Like we would be like pretty early. There wouldn't be that many people there usually. So we wanted to like, kind of get a chance to be able to like play towards more people. So we just started doing YouTube videos as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hella sick.
Yeah, that's rad. How did you guys? Sorry. How did you guys meet? Like, what's the kind of like story and like how the band kind of like,
Mhm.
hey, let's start a band. Like, how did that start?
The very early days, like Spaz wasn't in the band yet. He was in a different band, and usually around in our area, when you play a show, like usually there would be like maybe like 4 or 5 other bands in the show with you. So yeah, Spaz was in one of those bands, and then we met that way. And he was friends with the guitarist in my band at the time, and then yeah, eventually like we came together, and then yeah, we've been playing together ever since.
Yep.
Beautiful friendship.
Mhm.
Start of a
And
friendship.
then it's funny. I saw John in one of my classes in university
All right, yeah,
for first year.
yeah.
It was like so random. We were like in the same class for like a year as well.
Yeah, it was weird because like I think we were already talking to you like online and stuff like about playing a show with us, but like
Yeah.
we haven't talked to you yet in person, or like I haven't yet, and then I'm like, hey, is that you in my class like behind me? And then
Yeah.
we're like, yeah.
So that's me.
Yeah.
Are you guys still in school too, or how?
No,
how's
we
that
graduated
now?
No.
a few years ago, both of us.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Perfect. Nice.
Hell yeah.
So you guys didn't have to experience the remote learning. Well, I mean, I guess with university, you always had that option to online courses.
Yeah, I think I had a few classes that were online.
Yeah.
And I was actually like my other job like a while ago. I was doing because I was helping with taking notes in classes for accessibility. So
Okay.
I still had to attend like virtual classes for a little bit longer while I was helping.
Oh man, how was that? Pretty just like it's just normal to you, or
At first, like it kind of sucked a little bit getting used to it because, like, for example, if like the mic quality sucked and you couldn't really hear the professor or something, because basically my job was I had to take notes for like everything that the professor was writing. Basically, like I was a transcriptionist, so if you can't hear them, like it sucks, right? But I think the good thing about it was you can wake up with like 5 minutes before the class starts, and you just hop on the computer and do it. So
yeah, no, I'll talk to my like little cousins. They're still in school, so remote learning, and like I'll make jokes. But my cousin's like, no, I literally like a minute before class starts, he'll like turn his computer on and he just lays in bed. For
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
I was like,
What's up?
yeah, what's up? Literally, I'd be like, literally me. That would have been me. But if you guys don't mind me asking, what did you guys major in, or when you went to school, or at university?
I was doing communication, culture, and information technology. So that was my major.
Okay,
And I did computer science,
computer science. Oh, nice.
programming. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
So you know how to like make like websites and like. Do you guys have a website?
No, I haven't made one yet.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I don't think smaller bands need to have a site. Maybe we'll make one eventually, but yeah, I mean, I can make websites. I work currently at a job where I make I work on this site, so that's kind of like my job now.
Oh, rad. Like you guys are the future. Like you guys are the architect of the next reality.
Yeah.
So you'll always have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you guys went to school, did you anything with music, like any classes or anything like that, or like was it in your count like towards your major, any music classes or anything?
Never, like never not even in high school I did, because for here, when you in your first year of high school, you have to take like one art elective. You can either take like visual arts or music or drama. So I actually took drama, because the music, like I don't think you could play guitar. It was all like trumpets and stuff.
Right.
I didn't want to do that. So yeah,
So
I haven't
actually,
really
my
done it.
school had a guitar class, and so I took that, and I
Oh.
took also a separate music class as well.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
Good times. I got to learn some theory, basic theory.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, that's always good. Yeah, I think in middle school they had it was like one maybe a semester. I don't know if it even lasted, but they had guitar class, and I was in that class for a little bit. It was cool, like just kind of basic. I think because I went to I went to a Christian school, like a private school, and it was basically like one of like the worship leaders. He just like came in and just jammed on the guitar with us. Right.
Yeah,
I got
well-
the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, for us, they let us bring these guitars home with us, so it was amazing. I got to just like, bring it home and then like find some tabs and stuff and just like learn a bunch of songs. It was great.
Hell yeah. Dude, I got the saddest guitar story ever. Like my parents, they put me in guitar lessons. And I think I've talked about this before, but they put me in guitar lessons and singing lessons. And by the first day, I go to the guitar like center or whatever, and they're like, "Okay, sit down. Here's your guitar. These are the chords. This is what we're gonna work on." The guy like, straight up said to my like 11-year-old face, "Oh man, you're never gonna be able to play guitar. Your fingers, you'll just
man.
never learn." I'm like, "What?
That
I
should have
don't-
been the
What the hell?
drive.
This is
for
my
you.
first day."
What
Did
the
you
hell?
learn guitar though after that?
I'm like, literally, I think that was like the last day I did it. I think they were just like, my parents heard what he said, and he was like, "Nah, dude."
What
So
the
then I
hell?
just did singing.
Horrible. How can you say that to a kid? Just cry, like give him a shot first.
It was
What the
like,
hell?
like
Oh.
so sad.
Oh man, yeah, I can't believe it. That's crazy. Yeah, I that would probably mess me up too. I know for others that would be like their drive. They're like, my teacher told me I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, that would
but
be
I
me.
did it. Right? Yeah, my spirit would have been crushed. But John, since you are the lead singer, when did you like discover your voice? Like kind of like, oh shoot, I could sing like this, I could do this, like, or like got that confidence.
Probably like around when I was 17. So like not long before we started the band. Like I started listening to Green Day a lot. Like I was pretty late to listening to Green Day. I didn't start listening to them until I was like 17 or 16, something like that. So once I learned a couple songs and it sounded okay, people told me I was not bad. Yeah, I just kept going. But like before that, when I was a kid, like I really liked Michael Jackson. So even as a kid, like I liked singing a lot. But then when I grew up and became like a teenager, I was a pretty shy guy, so I wasn't really like doing any of that stuff anymore until like I discovered Green Day and started trying to sing their songs.
John, did you used to draw the heart grenade
Uh,
on like everything and anything? Because dude, that was the thing I used to do. Like in middle school, everything that I ever touched that was paper and I had a pen, I would draw that Green Day heart grenade from American Idiot.
mhm.
Like I was
I guess
addicted
not
to that.
because like yeah, like I said, like I got into them like when I was older,
Yeah.
so
So you just
I wasn't really doing that stuff anymore. But
Yeah.
I did go through like a phase where I was buying like all their merch, like all their albums and stuff.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I bought all their CDs and I had like a CD player and I'd go to like summer camp and just like listen to just Green Day all day long. One day
Good
I'll be
times.
like them.
I think it was pretty good that like I ended up listening to them instead of another band because like his voice is like kind of like on the lower side, so it's not really like that super hard to sing. So say like if I, for example, tried to sing like I don't know like My Chemical Romance or something, like I probably wouldn't have gotten that confidence because like just because his voice is so high.
Yeah. Or Sleeping with Sirens.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Alan Quinn, that high chick voice that he has.
I know. Super high.
Right, people can get that falsetto just
Yeah.
naturally.
You're like, what? Was that a Haley from Paramore?
Yeah.
Let's say, John, did you take any like voice lessons or anything either after that, kind of like get more involved in it, or just kind of
Not really. Like I kind of started just like I would look up like YouTube tutorials and stuff like that, but I didn't have like a teacher.
Okay, so yeah, you can find anything on YouTube now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I just got better over time. Like the more I did it, I just got better.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm happy for you that you stuck with it and just grew with that. That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's definitely awesome to hear.
Yeah, I love your voice, dude. Like no homo, but you have such a beautiful voice.
Thanks,
It's like
man. Thank you.
addicting, and all your covers, like all your guys' covers are amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Going back kind of to the fans, like when was that moment you guys were like, oh shoot, like people like us, like started kind of like blowing up? Like did like someone like maybe like reach out to you, or you just kind of saw the subscribers going up, or
I would
So
say
pretty
like
much-
the. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
For me, it was like when we made that Green Day medley video. If you guys have seen it, it was like the first video on our channel that kind of like the views just didn't make sense anymore. It was like, oh, okay, something's happening here, and it just like kept getting shared and like retweeted. There was like people making articles on like alt press and like those sites. So it was like,
nice.
oh shit, we actually got
Yeah.
something cool going
Yeah.
on.
We had a big spike because before that we were growing pretty slow. I think when we released that video, we had like 300 subs,
oh dang, okay.
and then within like a few days, we were at like 1,000.
Woo!
That's awesome. Yeah, that's what usually it takes, man. Just that one thing where people like catch, traction and stuff, and you just keep going from there. I'll say, what about with like shows and stuff where like more people would start coming out as well when you guys would play, or how was that? Or is it kind of like a time when quarantine kind of started, so didn't get that interaction?
I think it just shows that it's a little bit weird because like I think a lot of our listeners aren't from Canada, so like for shows it's very like hit or miss. Like sometimes like there'll be a lot of people there, and sometimes not really. I think locally like there's other bands that would be more popular than us locally. So say like we get onto a show with one of them, then that's probably where there'd be more people. But us personally, like we didn't have like a super big draw or anything like that, unless we were doing like maybe sometimes we do like a cover show, which I didn't really like personally. I don't really like playing cover shows because I want to play original music.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, yeah, I could
Yeah.
definitely see that. Like you have this art and you want to show that, like yeah, it's cool to do covers, but
Yeah.
rather show me like what I or like our band, like what we've been, working on. So
yeah.
definitely
Like I think
understand that.
the biggest show like that we played, I think that I can remember was like it was like a cover show for like it was called Stranded Fest. So there'd be bands that'll be playing as like Blink, as Green Day, as Simple Plan, like stuff like something like that. There'd be like a theme. Uh, we were Simple Plan when we did that show, and yeah, that one was like it was packed. But yeah,
Okay.
again, like we didn't really get to play our original stuff for that.
So, okay.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like it's hard to get out of that kind of like popular for your own music and or popular for your like your covered music? Like do you feel like like being a cover band's almost like a trap, or do you feel like it's kind of like brought your music higher than it was before because of your covers?
To me, it's been like a bit of a double-edged sword. On
Yeah.
one side, much more people have listened to our songs because of that. But on the other side, many people see us as just a cover band, which we're not.
Mhm.
Yeah, I. It's so hard because you guys do amazing cover, but your music is so much better. Like for me,
Right.
because it's your guys' art and your voices are so much better with your lyrics,
Yeah.
and it's such a like a hard balancing act. I feel like.
I
It
think
is,
like
yeah.
it would just be like kind of like the people that are more casual viewers, like that would kind of view us more of like a they would just listen to the just the covers, but yeah, the really like more hardcore kind of fans like they listen to our original music, and yeah, like Spad said, it's kind of like has its pros and cons. Are on one side, if we didn't do the covers, we wouldn't have gotten so many people to listen to our original music in the first place. But at the same time, because we do so much covers, some people think like we're just a cover band, sort of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Like you were saying, yeah, that like double-edged sword. That's tough. Like you said, you're like, oh, we're getting the views, but it's like this is not all we are. Like we're a
Yeah.
band. Yeah, we like to do covers, but it's not, not us.
Luckily, when we put out our own music, people on the channel on YouTube still get pretty excited. So like our own songs, they also get pretty good views as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Are you guys on any other platforms or just strictly or oh sorry, strictly is not the word I wanted to use, but are just YouTube as of the moment?
Like we have like all the social media stuff. Like we have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, so all that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Hey, TikTok's I'm sure. How's that on TikTok for you guys? Do you see a lot of like traction there or
We just started a few months ago, so right now I think we only have like 500 followers. But one of our Taylor Swift videos there did pretty well. Like that one, I think has a few thousand views. So that's how we got like a lot of our followers on that.
okay.
On Instagram, recently we put out a Zia Maria Calmian cover that I don't know for some reason
Oh yeah.
it gained a lot of traction for some reason on Instagram, and I think we gained like maybe like 800 new followers or something.
Oh wow.
Well, I think that's literally the reason why I saw you guys. Like I found you guys, I discovered you guys because I was going through the all-time low like challenge. I don't know.
Right.
Have you guys seen the TikTok where the
Yeah.
guy like just sings
The
it
emo
while he's
one.
driving?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think that like came up because I liked that video.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think it was on Reels.
Yeah.
Reels
it
was
yeah.
just
is.
showing me a bunch of videos of like, oh shit, these guys are sick. I
Yeah.
want to get them on the cast.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
fine. Good
There you
find.
go.
So
Sometimes
yeah,
you
so
perfect
sometimes
timing
you
on
just
that
get
video.
lucky. Yeah.
that's been a sort of a new focus for us. Also doing Instagram Reels and TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the future right now. Is TikTok
do
and
it.
Reels. Yeah, you got it. It's where everyone's gravitating. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's definitely the move for sure. I'm not sure how it works with like music and stuff, but like getting your music onto like Apple Music or Spotify, is that pretty like kind of tough to do at the moment? Do you have to be at like a certain maybe like certain amount of views or listeners to get on there, or do you guys know how it works? Or
It's actually pretty easy. There's
pretty
many
easy?
sites that you just sign up for an account and they allow you to upload an album or a song for a fee or something, and then they do
Okay.
all the work and it shows up on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty much anybody can do it. Like I could be like 0 subscribers or anything. You can still put it up.
It
Yeah.
just makes sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo.
on there.
Yo, I was listening to this podcast, and this crazy dude, he like writes books, and he just puts them on like Amazon and stuff. No one has ever bought any of his stuff, and he has like 500 of them, and it's just like crazy people talk. Like he just like
Wow.
has like
that's
pages and
funny.
pages of just like crazy conspiracies, like crazy, like just like a crazy man, like mind of a madman, and he thinks like people are reading his stuff, but he just pumps it out. Like no
What is it called?
buys, no views.
What
Like
is it
that's
called?
such
I
a
want to see
scary
that.
thing. That like you can put art out there and no one ever sees it, ever. You just
Yeah.
don't exist.
Yeah.
What's it called? Adam Spaz was wondering.
I forgot. My apologies.
Sorry.
Could be the
how-
first buyer.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how non-existent this guy is. I forgot his name.
Oh, that's funny. But are you guys on Apple Music and Spotify, or is it kind of you just kind of see more social media as of now the better kind of outlet for now?
Yeah,
put
we're on
your
both.
music out? You're on both. Okay.
Yeah.
How is it on there? Do you guys like a lot of streams or anything? How I'm trying to figure out how the count is these
Our-
days.
Our latest single is actually doing well. I'm looking at it right now. It's around 70,000 on Spotify, so it's
Oh,
doing well. Yeah, that's
okay.
probably the first time like the Spotify one is doing better than the YouTube one. I think the YouTube one's at around like 20,000, but usually our YouTube plays are more than the Spotify stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, Spaz.
Yeah, so Spotify has a thing where you can get on really big playlists if you submit your song really early in advance. So like a month in advance, and you have the chance to like pitch your songs to like people that make these like big playlists. And if you make it, they put your song on it, which helps a lot with streams and stuff.
Interesting. Okay. How did you guys find out about that, or is it just kind of something with Spotify you knew already, or?
Mostly through people, through friends, through other bands that do it. They kind of like me personally. That's how I found out.
Okay, that's pretty cool. With Spotify, I know doesn't it show you like different like countries and stuff where like people listen to you guys? Is that a thing on there where you can kind of
Yeah.
see?
I feel like it
like,
is.
all
Yeah.
over?
Yeah, so there's a special artists site for Spotify, and you can link your Spotify account to your artist account, and you can see all these stats. You can update your profile pictures and whatever. Basically, you can see all those all that data.
Oh, nice. Any places or that like people are listening that surprised you guys? Like, oh shoot, like someone's listening to me in I don't know some country or something like
Sometimes
anything
I
like that.
see,
Or
yeah, I see sometimes Japan and Brazil a lot.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh wow.
I think
Oh,
like
yeah.
Indonesia was another one. Like I think Blink is kind of big in Indonesia for some reason.
Indonesia.
And then yeah, like on the Blink videos, sometimes there's a lot of views from Indonesia.
Well, I think they have like a underground like punk scene. I think punk's
do
really
they?
big in Indonesia.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like old school punk,
Also-
like Mohawks and
Nice.
fucking, good old punk.
Ramones.
I know Green Day is really big in like Brazil, so
Brazil.
it would make sense. Like there's some Brazil viewers.
Yeah, that's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah, if I saw that, I'd be like, yo, we're international.
Yeah.
we made it. Well, that's pretty cool. Kind of like going back when we're talking about the Spotify thing, and you found out about the earlier put it on. With the music scene, like especially with like local artists, like does it seem pretty like friendly? Like do you guys like get in contact with any other bands or anything? Like everyone's pretty helpful, or is it kind of cutthroat? You feel like people will kind of be like push you aside and
More of the first one. I
Yeah.
find that people tend to like to help each other and just like share other bands' songs and stuff and like I don't know. We've been on tour with a few bands from a few bands that are local to here, and that's been like some of the best times that I've had.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I would
yeah.
say like most bands are like really friendly. I think the more cutthroat side would be kind of like more like promoters and stuff. Like
promoters?
some like especially when we were first starting out, like they'll be like oh, you have to sell like a certain amount of tickets or like you're not gonna get paid, like that kind of thing, or like you have to pay to play it. Like that would be the more cutthroat side in my opinion.
Hmm.
But bands wise, I think everyone's trying to help each other out for the most part.
Do you guys have a manager?
We don't know.
Okay. So you guys do all the logistics of like booking your own tours and stuff, and just
Yeah.
how long
Yeah,
was that tour that you guys went on?
it was about a week, just
A week?
here.
Okay.
Yeah, just here in Canada, starting from like Toronto. We went to Montreal, Quebec, Ottawa, and just like cities around here.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have like a van or something you all piled into and went out, or just kind of everyone drove separately? Like, I'll see you there.
We had like it wasn't a van, it was like a Honda Pilot. I
Okay.
forgot what it was, but yeah, we were all crammed in one vehicle.
Hey,
Hmm.
as it should be, right?
Yeah.
Band life.
Yeah,
It
Baylor.
is.
Any crazy like moments where you played a show or like anything on tour where you like think back and you're like, yo, that was like that. I'll always remember this. Like any
Groupies.
moments, yeah.
Mm.
Do you have
I,
any?
I have positive ones and I have
Mhm.
negative ones. I don't know which ones I should say.
I'm down for both,
Yeah,
actually.
let's hear them.
I'm down
I'm
for
ready and
both.
willing.
I mean, in terms of positive ones, I'm gonna bring it back to some of those cover to some of those cover shows that we did. Just like seeing like a huge crowd and like everybody's just like shouting songs and like having a good time. To me, that's always the best. Like this is why I do it, because when I play shows and I see like people having a good time, that's always a highlight. If we're talking about like weirder stuff, like we've almost been in a fight with
Oh
someone.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just didn't like what you guys were playing, or they just being
Turn it
just
off!
jerks, I
Yeah,
guess.
like
Turn it off!
What happened was like we were on tour with this band, and like I made a joke on stage, and I guess like they just took it like too seriously.
they took
Uh,
it a bit too seriously, and then after the show, the guy was like getting in our face and like yelling at us and stuff, and
Wow.
yeah,
yeah.
because I was basically like I was poking fun at them, but like not in like a serious way, right? Like I thought like when you're like on tour with a band, because like we toured on with some other people, you're kind of like just making like friendly jokes about the other bands
Yeah.
and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And like I didn't mean it in a bad way, but I guess he sort of like took it to heart, and then yeah, tried
He took
to
it personally.
Oh
Busting
wow.
balls.
Yeah, I would feel that that would be a thing, like that friendly dynamic you'd make. And it's things I've seen before, like people with openers, they'll make like a joke or something. But oh
yeah,
wow, that's interesting. Took it to heart. Oh
yeah.
no. Oh man. With your guys' stage presence, because I know that's something I'm like a very shy person, but when you like first start, like I guess take it back to your first show, was it like kind of like how did you kind of develop that stage presence? Would you say like that confidence on stage?
I would just say like practicing a lot would helps a lot. Just so you know, like you're confident and stuff. I think also like when you're playing the music, you can get like really into the music, so you're not even really like thinking about stuff. But like I do get nervous before shows. I think for me, the hardest part was actually like the banter in between songs, like where like you'd have to talk to the crowd and stuff. I think that was like the hardest thing that I had to learn.
Okay. What about you, Spaz? I mean, I know drum, but I mean that's still a huge stage presence as well too. There's that
For me,
confidence.
it's much easier since there's no banter for me to do. So I just
Right.
kind of like, I just do my thing at the back, and I'm not really shy of playing the drums because it's like one of the things that I'm kind of like confident in my skill. So like I know what I'm doing, and I'm like pretty much I'm just always having fun. So
That's the way to go. Any crowd surfing have you guys done? Or like is the crowds kind of not ready for all that yet?
we've
Like
had
while
a few
playing?
shows.
Yeah, like have you guys ever jumped into the
Like, have
crowd
you ever jumped into the crowd
Oh.
like
Oh,
and
us. Yeah,
played?
yeah.
that
I've done
rock
it a few
star
times.
lifestyle? Okay.
I've done it a few times. Do you guys remember one time the story so far? I had this tour a few years ago, and they had this show in Toronto, and Parker kicked a girl in
Oh yeah,
the audience.
That was
I
fun.
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
I was there.
You're there?
That show was crazy. Like everybody was like jumping on top of everybody. Me including. Yeah, I do
Oh, dang.
a lot of that stuff.
What about you, John? Like when you guys are playing, have you ever thought of just like, man, I could just dive into the crowd right now?
I don't think I've ever done it because I play guitar at the same time, so I don't know.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
yeah, like how I'd be able to do it unless I let somebody borrow the guitar.
Right. I said,
Have
hold
you-
my guitar.
Have you ever like destroyed your guitar like after
Oh,
a show? Just
No, I would
Fuck.
never do that to my guitar. I'm too poor for that.
yeah,
Not yet.
just
Not
out of
yet.
anger or
I've seen someone
Not
else
us.
do it, but
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Yeah. One time a band that opened for us, the guy broke his guitar like that, and I was like shocked. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
like you're
That is
opening,
insane.
guys.
Right.
You're
That is
poorer than
insane.
us.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I'm like, I'm the same. I'd be like, no, I value those things. But yeah, of
Yeah.
course, there's that point in life when you're like, oh, this is just I can get another guitar, do that. But it is something I wanted to try just to feel like a rock star, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just go for it. But yeah, again with the music scene and stuff, like, is there any bands you guys have worked with, like any collabs, like actual like songs together, or
As far as I know, no.
yeah?
Right? Like we haven't made any collabs with a different band.
Collabs as in covers we have, but as in songs that
Yeah.
are original, not yet. There may be some coming,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
it's
all right.
it's on the down low a bit.
On the download, yeah, no worries. We'll keep it on the download. But that's perfect because you answered my second question. It was just going to be, what would you guys be open on, like, being
Oh,
featured
yeah.
on another band and stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
Music's
basically.
good.
hmm
Oh, my bad. I
to
didn't cut you off. Yeah.
we're trying to like to work with more people.
Yeah, like just in general, like even like other YouTubers for like different covers and stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I know you haven't gotten there yet, but like in my mind, I always would think that's cool to like be featured on someone's song. You're like, all right, like I get to write my verse or however it works and
Yeah.
showcase on there. So interesting. Can't wait to see that, for you guys in the future. So that'll be definitely cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So before we go, I just wanted to ask you guys, like, do you guys have like a singer, a guitarist, or a drummer that's like your idol that you feel like stylistically you kind of like practice to be like? I get open question.
Probably Travis Barker for me is like the
Rad.
one that every time I play music, I'm like kind of like thinking, oh, how would he do it, and so on. So probably him.
For me, it would be actually for me, like for songwriting wise, like I really love Taylor Swift, so I want to be like her, like in terms of songwriting. In band kind of people, like I like Billy Joe, I like Tom DeLonge, and I like Alex Gaskarth from All Time Low, Haley
Woo!
from Paramore, like those guys.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, those are all like every single band you guys has named are my favorite. Like I love every single every
Yeah.
band. So we're vibing hard.
Mhm.
Makes me a bigger fan of you guys.
Thank you.
I'm trying
Hell
to get
yeah.
more into the scene, so I'll
Yeah,
get
that
there.
pop punk scene, bro.
Right, that
Come
pop
on
punk.
over.
Dude, I love pop punk. Especially, it's funny how it's like getting into rap now. Like, there's like pop punk rap, I
Oh,
guess you
yeah.
could call it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm loving it. I'm all for it. Like I said, it's taking me back to my middle school days where I'd straighten my hair, skinny jeans,
Right.
mad at everything for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't think I was mad. I was pretty happy. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it takes me back. So I'm all for it. Yeah, I love the scene for sure. So definitely
yeah.
there.
Yeah, guys, if you ever want to do a podcast where we're on your podcast or you guys need some lyrical advice, we'll hit you guys up.
Yeah,
Or
for
whatever.
sure. For sure.
That
Thanks for
I
having
know
us.
nothing with lyrics, but no, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah,
I
hell yeah.
definitely appreciate you guys coming on. It was awesome. Good conversations for sure. So
Yeah.
definitely appreciate that. Before we go, if you guys want to shout anything out, like YouTube or any handles or anything where people can follow you, maybe projects that aren't under wraps, if you want to shout out. So, floor is yours, guys.
Okay. Yeah. So we're Minority 905. We have our YouTube channel, which is called Minority 905, and all our social media handles are the same name. Our latest single is "Dancing with You" that came out recently. The music video is on our channel, and yeah, that's all from me.
Spaz, anything to?
I mean, I think John said it best. Also, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Music, any sort of other streaming services. So yeah, just check us out on those.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much, dude. Definitely appreciate it. It was a pleasure to meet the both of you guys, and definitely wish you the best on your music career. It's awesome. So
Thank
definitely,
you.
Okay,
Thank you.
definitely
guys.
cool to see.
Thank you for
Rock on.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah,
Woo-woo.
anytime.
thank you for having.